Hey friends, Graham here from therecordingrevolution.com. Got a mix tip for you if you're working on guitars, specifically if you are using virtual guitar amps, whether it's a software plugin or sometimes like a Line 6 pod or some type of hardware unit that does virtual amping. So you're plugging in your guitar direct to your interface and it's running that signal through a simulated guitar amp. Right, very, very common. These algorithms have gotten a lot better over the years. I've used quite a few of them. My only frustration with many of them is that sometimes they're a little harsh, and there's like a fizziness to it, so that the overdrive is a little less real to me as opposed to miking just a tube amp with the right mic, crank it up, and it overdrives and breaks up nicely. Where sometimes the virtual amps break up and they sound real, but there's an element of them that's not real, which is this fizziness that I usually am in the past reaching for an EQ to cut out. But I just want to show you a very quick way to bring some realism to some of those virtual guitar amps, specifically if you're using an overdrive and you feel it just sounds a little too harsh or a little too fake. And the solution is saturation, and there's a few plugins I have. There's one in particular that I always reach for guitars, but let me show you what I mean. I've got a part of a song here. Let me turn this off. Take a listen to the song.
It just goes to show that it's far from the truth. I can't help that. It's a part of you. You bring smoke from the fire that you start with your mouth. Can't put them out. Can't put them out.
Sounds okay. The guitars I can tell are a little bit fizzy, and I really notice it in the chorus here.
Hold on to me, I'll be leaving here quickly. I hope that you're with me, it's falling apart. Wings of fire, they sweep, they're pushing me swift.
My ear feels like it's okay, but I want to like tune out some of that fizziness. Your ear might like it. It just depends on what you're listening for. If you find that to be harsh, instead of reaching for an EQ, I reached for Massey's Tapehead, which is a free plugin. You can actually get the demo for free, and it never expires, and it's fully functional for the most part. It just doesn't recall your settings. From MasseyPlugins.com. I love this guy's stuff, and I think he's got it for VST and AAX. So it can work on a lot of platforms. It used to be just Pro Tools, but not just Pro Tools anymore. But you don't have to use this one. There's lots of tape saturation plugins. This one happens to be really dark sounding. So if I have a fizzy virtual amp, I reach for this. And what I've done on this mix is all the guitars are routed through a guitar bus, this yellow track here. And I've literally placed this tape saturation plugin on the guitar bus, so all the guitars will go through this saturator. And I've dialed the trim back down so that it's not making them any louder. Because by default, it makes it a little bit louder. So I turned the volume down so it's an even volume. It just changes the tone of the guitars a little bit. So let's go here where the guitars are overdriven, and I'll basically turn the saturation on and turn it off, and you can hear what it's doing.
It just goes to show that it's far from the truth. I can't help that. It's a part of you. You bring smoke from the fire that you start with your mouth. Can't put them out. Can't put them out. Can't put them out.
anyway, there you get an idea of what the saturation can do, and every plugin is going to sound different. So this is just an example. When you compare them, the saturated one sounds a little duller. And so you may not like that, especially in contrast, your ear might go, oh, where did that nice brightness go? And I'm all for bright, edgy guitars, but I feel like those guitars had a little not pleasing sound in the brightness. So I absorb some of that with the tape saturation. And then if you want to bring out some brightness with EQ, you could always do that as well. But in my mind, absorbing the nasty frequencies that just make the virtual amp sound a little fake help me get a more real sound that I think is more convincing, and then I can work with that in the mix, and I could always EQ from there. Just something to think about. Throw it in your bag of tricks if you find yourself working with virtual amps from time to time, and you can kind of just hear that harshness, that not realism. You can always absorb it with a tape saturator. Graham here from The Recording Revolution. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the videos if they're helpful. Also, remember, a lot of my YouTubers, if you're watching this just on YouTube, a lot of them have no idea that there's a whole bunch of other free content over on the site. So you can go to The Recording Revolution and read a bunch of articles that never show up in YouTube. And take that a step further. If you really have been helped by these videos, if they've helped you get some results in your studio, then you're going to love a bunch of bonus content that I send out only to my mailing list. I call them my insiders. They've got not only a free ebook and a video series I send you right away when you join, but every week I'm sending exclusive stuff to my list. I don't post it on the site. I don't post it on YouTube. I don't share it on social media. It only goes to their inbox. So it's extra content that will help you get better mixes and recordings and make better gear decisions in your studio, and it's all free. So you might as well take advantage of it. You can join by clicking the button here in the video or below the video, get your free downloads, and then you'll be getting the free content every single week that I send out. Hope that helps get you the most out of your home studio. Go make some great music this weekend. We'll talk to you soon.